Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Got a couple of issues to review, starting off with the Death of the Family, CatWomen number 14 here. Now, in this issue, you have Joker just playing mind games with Catwoman. Starts off with this little boy who she saves, and Joker's, of course, is there. And Joker's Catwoman's like, what's that ticking going on? And Joker's like, it's a bomb. Do you want to save this kid, or do you want to come? I want you to come to hell with me. If you don't, I'm gonna blow this kid up. So Catwoman's like, fine, take me to hell. So Joker ties her up to this little tin can barn thing and just spins her round and round right here. And as he's spinning her, her clothes and everything just come off. So pretty much by the time it was done, and then there's water that comes down and just washes her right out and just knocks her out for a while. So all she has on is a bra, and I think that's about it, and a couple of tears of leather. So Joker gives her a new leather suit. She puts it on and starts beating the crap out of Joker. But as she's doing that, there's some kind of a thing that he put inside her bodysuit that tightens it, so she can't bloody move anymore. So Joker's like, you know what? From the last time we met, I kind of upgraded. I knew exactly what to do with your suit. So pretty much, Joker wants to turn Catwoman against Batman. He's just playing mind games with her. And one thing, a little origin that the Joker said and it's like a one-page little origin here about the Joker. That when he was a small kid, his father used to kick him out of the house and tell him, no, not to eat his food. And the father would tell him, you know what, if you want food, meat, go find it yourself. So he would go and like scavenge it out in the garbage can and all that stuff there. So, he had a hard time eating. So the Joker, of course, lets Catwoman go, and then she tries to get her girl to call the person who hired her, and to meet, so she can ask like, what the hell's going on? Like, why me? So when she meets up with the guy that hired her, he's like, you know what? It was a voice, told me to do this, and it was to pick you. And then next thing you know, you have Joker. Joker found Catwoman, and Catwoman's like, you know what? Maybe you're in love with Batman. Maybe you want Batman. But for me, he's my killjoy. He's my how did she put it? He's my buzzkill. I'm not gonna go against him or anything like that. So she walks away. So it was a good issue, to see Batman play mind games with Catwoman, and he did a pretty damn good job. I mean, he could have easily just killed her and just ripped her apart, but he didn't. But good issue though. Next issue is Justice League number 14. In this one, you have Superman now, who's a cheetah when he got bit behind his neck. But Cyborg built some kind of a machine that keeps Superman tamed from going crazy, because you really can't control Superman with the amount of power that he has. And when the Wonder Woman and the Flash go after Catwoman, the cheetah, and one of the origins that was that the people in the village who actually are now helping Justice League, which is, where'd he go? Is this people right here that are helping the Justice League. And this girl's mom was the last one to be the cheetah. And so what happened was a Godslayer came, which is this knife that kills cheetahs. And the knife was built with so much evil that the name to this day has been unspoken. Like, they don't want to even speak the name. It was that evil. So when the mom got killed by the knife, somehow the cheetah survived and went and took over the knife. And then the knife was lost till Barbara found it. So the cheetah is bad, and I mean good, and you can control it, but Barbara is using it for being for her own bad reasons. So Wonder Woman captures, actually Aquaman had a plan, and Wonder Woman throws Cheetah into the water, and Aquaman actually captures her. So they bring her back to the fortress, Justice League Fortress, and they lock her up. And Barbara's like, you're not a good friend, and blah blah blah, and on to Wonder Woman. And later on, Starbuck finds out that actually Barbara had a really great track list of bad things she's done, and how she passed to become this undercover field agent. So Superman, said, you're a very good friend, and just tries to cheer her up. So he takes her to Smallville, and takes her to the Smallville diner to have breakfast with front of everybody. So while everybody's eating, you have Superman and Wonder Woman sitting there and eating breakfast. Then he takes her to the farm, and tells her that this is why I do what I do. This is why I save this world and the people, is because of this. And then the twist, which was pretty cool, because here, Batman and Superman are like best friends, because Batman in the earlier pages said, you need to save Superman. He's my best friend. You need to save him. So as Wonder Woman and Superman are kissing, and you see the video, the monitor here, here, and here, you see Batman is watching them. So now Batman knows that Wonder Woman and Superman are together, and of course Batman's gonna say, well, what about Steve? Blah blah blah. So I'm really excited to pick up the next issue to see bloody what happens there. I have someone texting me, so let me do that. Okay, right. My next issue is The Amazing Spider-Man 698. Now this was crazy. I mean, I was shocked, and hopefully by now everybody's read it. You find out in this issue, I'm just going to bloody plan to say it, that Dr. Ock Spider-Man is in his body, and Spider-Man's mind is inside Dr. Ock's body. And towards the end, you see Dr. Ock die, which is Spider-Man. What supposedly he's dying. He dies. But I need to bloody find out where the body and the mind, where the mind switched, because I think I have the issue, and I think I know when it happened, but if it didn't, I'm gonna go bloody hunt it down and get the issue. And yeah, it's Spider-Man has Dr. Ock's mind is now inside Spider-Man's body, Peter Parker's body, and Peter Parker's body is inside Dr. Ock's. And I'm thinking about this, I'm just like, wow, so Dr. Ock now, which is Peter Parker, Spider-Man now, knows everything about all the superheroes. They know everybody. He knows everybody's secret identity, the bloody base, the technology of Iron Man. Captain America, the Shield. Dr. Ock now has access to every bloody thing there is, and he's now like more dangerous than ever. So, I'm definitely gonna get Superior Spider-Man now, just to see what Dr. Ock does, and where this is how long the Superior Spider-Man is gonna go, because there's so long you can stretch the story out. And yeah, definitely excited. So it's awesome pick right here. Next one, which I didn't get the chance to read at all, is Revival number 5 here. So yeah. My next issue I picked up is Okay, there you go. Next issue I picked up is Clone #1, which I heard was Robert Kirkman's project, but David Suchinil, yeah, oh no, I totally said that wrong. Juan Jose Ripe and Felix Bruno are doing this, and I got this cover here, and I got this cover here. Yeah, okay. So in this issue, you have starts off with a dream that the main guy, oh, bloody wanker. Oh, what about his name? That is so bad. Luke. Luke is having a dream, seeing that he is being killed by another of him. And the story starts off. You know what? I'm not gonna have. So you see two Lukes in the beginning of the story chasing each other. One is trying to kill the other Luke. The new Luke is trying to kill his old Luke, the old one, but he's trying to stop him from getting killed. You know, he doesn't want his other half to die. Let me just put it that way. But he does get shot, and as you can see right there, there's like, oh, sorry about there's two Lukes being chased, and towards the end of the dream, you see him get shot, which is Luke. So Luke is chasing Luke. But then he wakes up, he's like, holy shit, you know, then the Luke in this dream that is supposedly having a dream wakes up. So he wakes up, goes in the room, and starts starts getting prepared for the baby, because the wife is pregnant, so Emilia, that's her name. And the baby's, of course, coming. So he's trying to get the room prepared and all that good stuff. Luke, you know, his father left him when he was young, so he's kind of scared, like, you know, I'm not going to be a good father, and, you know, I'm going to be him. And of course Emilia's like, no, you won't. You know, you're never going to leave your son, your son, or whatever it is, child. So he gets dressed to go to his work, which he works in the laboratory. And he goes downstairs. He finds a trail of blood. There you go. So as he follows the blood to the kitchen, it's another Luke. It's him sitting there in the kitchen, shot. So it wasn't a dream at all. So the other Luke is trying to tell this Luke, who works in the laboratory, that, hey, your wife is in danger. Where is she? You need to go to her right now and get her out. So the wife is right now, of course, getting her baby checked, see how the baby's doing and all that good stuff. And Luke is trying to call her, and the phone, of course, is, you know, in the purse. So another Luke comes, which is this one here, dressed in the suit, and grabs her and takes her. So the Luke calls her husband, the real Luke calls and says, hey, you know what? You need to get out of there. Where are you? I'm going to come find you. So then the wife realizes, hey, oh, what's going on? So as the husband, Luke, gets to the hospital, hey, where's my wife? And then the nurse is like, hey, you just took her. So the whole story of the whole storyline for this book, the title is that the clone, the Luke that's been injured, of course, is being helped by another girl, who comes and helps him and wraps him up and everything and patches all the wounds up. And then the lady and the other Luke who got hurt, they catch up to the husband Luke and tells him, hey, you know what? You need to get in, and we need to go and find your wife, and we're the only ones who can help you. And he's like, you know, well, you're me. Like, what's going on? Well, you're a clone. And he said, and this guy right here told him, the husband, that he's a clone, you know. But he's like, no, I'm not a clone. So I'm really, and that's where it ends. The story was really good. For me personally, I picked it up. I started reading it because I heard that Robert Kirkman has a lot to do with this. His name is not on it, but he is the person behind it who made it happen. That the story is really good. You know, I enjoyed it. You know, within a couple of minutes, like, I was done. That's how fast I read this thing, and just got better page by page, and again, I totally enjoyed it. The art was great, the story was good. I'm definitely gonna be back as to pick up the next one, and it's gonna be one of my regular collections I'm gonna do with Saga and Thief of Thieves and Revival and Morning Glories from Image. Alright, so that's about it, guys. If I have to pick the comic of the week for last week, it has to be definitely be Amazing Spider-Man number 698. Alright, guys, thanks for watching and have a great week.